The Serpent Bearer, also known as Ophiuchus, is one of the 14 zodiac signs included in the Allcento Tarot and has an esoteric meaning of emotion. Hello, I'm Michael J. Auger. There are a total of 14 zodiac signs, and the previous 10 episodes explored the first 10 signs that esoterically correspond in a numerical way, similar to the numbered pip cards of the minor arcana. The final 4 zodiac signs esoterically correspond in an elemental way, similar to the court cards. However, the first of these final 4 signs does not correspond to the earthly page, nor the king who rules the element of air, but to the queen, who is linked to water. The first known documented system of astrology arose from ancient Mesopotamia in the 2nd millennium before the Common Era. A Babylonian creation myth from this time known as the Enuma Elish begins with the mating of the god of fresh water with the goddess of salt water. It is from the union of these waters that all other gods and everything else is created. The concept of a primordial cosmic ocean of chaotic water can also be found in many other ancient creation mythologies. The Serpent Bearer is a water sign and has an energy that is like an essential baptismal awakening after the shadow work of the scorpion, but before the wisdom quest of the centaur. Similar to other water signs of Cancer the crab, Pisces the 2 fishes, and Scorpio the scorpion, this sign is also known for emotional qualities of empathy and intuition. The element of water links with emotion, and the Serpent Bearer embodies water energy in the purest sense. This sign represents a nurturing energy that promotes emotional healing. By bearing the Serpent of Wisdom, Ophiuchus is able to wash the soul clean to prepare it for its higher purpose. The sign of Ophiuchus is named after Asclepius, known as the Greek god of medicine and the son of Apollo and Coronis. Asclepius learned the art of resurrection from a serpent and began to bring people back from the dead. Hades, the god of the underworld, complained to Zeus that too many immortals were being created. So Zeus killed Asclepius with a lightning bolt. But then he placed him in the heavens as a constellation to honor him for his service. Ophiuchus is one of 2 new signs that has been added to the zodiac in recent years, and therefore is not included in older versions of the tarot, including the Minchiati tradition. However, it is included in the Allcento, and features the traditional imagery of a man holding a serpent. This archetype depicts the seeker, who is always in pursuit of knowledge and truth, represented by the serpent. Past trauma is turned into wisdom. For those ruled by this sign, health is of ultimate importance, and there is a strong tendency towards healing vocations in medicine, therapy, or holistic health. This inclination towards a nurturing profession is not limited to the material, but also extends to aspects of the soul. The Serpent Bearer symbolizes emotional healing for self and others. A sensitive nature often results in being misunderstood, especially during adolescence. However, the Serpent Bearer has an allure that is charming and magnetic. This is an intensely passionate, independent, and often rebellious spirit that represents itself in a bold and flamboyant style and revels in admiration. The energy of this archetype is visionary, with an air of mystery and a great sense of humor. Authority looks upon them positively, even though they refuse to blindly follow it. If you enjoyed learning about Ophiuchus, the Serpent Bearer, please let me know in the comments, and be sure to give this episode a thumbs up. As always, I invite you to visit my website, offbeatartwork.com. Our trek through the tarot will heat up next week with the card that represents the sign of Sagittarius, the centaur. Until then, brightest blessings on your spiritual journey.